Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Brandon Berg, man. Just catching with you guys, man. I really want to jump on here. I know I wanted to talk about the Dusty Black Folks Part 2, and I'm probably going to jump on that real soon. I definitely want to bring to attention, man, that the Trump administration kind of got their payback from Omarosa. Kind of like a betrayal, whatever she did with the recordings, and and I know her alma mater is Howard University, and Howard, like Howard University, like many other HBUs or other colleges around the country, they really get a lot of their funding from basically from federal government. Well, from the scandal that they had, the corruption they had during the student aid, um, Betsy DeVoe, who is the head of Department of Education under the Trump administration, just put Howard on a heightened cash monitoring status 2. That's a level 2. That's like the highest, most strictest cash monitoring they can really place on a school or whatever. And that pretty much what it is. It basically it would not allocate any federal funding unless the school basically fund all the students um, beforehand before they get the funding, and then they gotta go back and get reimbursed from their allocating their own money to all the students for their student aid. They came out with the operation annual cost is like over $31 million. Um, but it's supposed to be somewhere around. That's just for a semester. I think like a semester is over 31 million. So probably in a year, whatever, yearly annual, you're looking at a budget of maybe probably around 100 million, maybe a quarter, maybe 100, 150 million, 200 million operation annually. But yeah, they're basically been placed on that restriction with the funding. Like I said, man, that was kind of payback because I know they were trying to uh, cut funding from Howard before when Omarosa was in there. She kind of stopped. She kind of stopped it. She stopped in the track. And Betsy DeVoe really don't really like her. You know what I'm saying? Black woman versus white woman. So she definitely didn't like that overreach and the successful kind of stoppage that she did with Betsy DeVoe. But now she's no longer there, and the stunt that she pulled, that was basically I don't think it had nothing to do with uh, black people, and she needed to let black people know he's racist. Or everybody already knew that. It was basically individualist that she was getting with the program, and she kind of went against the grain. This is her payback, and they really gave her opportunity to stay quiet. They gave her opportunity to stay quiet. Uh, Basically, I mean, is what it is. So basically, in my assumption, this is payback. You know what I'm saying? This is, and they just need they kind of wanted to sit on it, and they kind of sat on it right. And especially the student aid scandal that broke out in the beginning of this year, maybe even the beginning of this year and even last year. Um, that kind of gave them basically a go ahead to go on and punish Howard and put them on that list. Now Howard got to really come out. They really have to budget, so it's going to really be affecting a lot of their operational costs. Like I said, some of that the money they allocate, they're no longer going to be obligated to give really to. So if you really want to know, this can definitely be a potential devastator to Howard University. That basically solely depend on the government. As you see, about to be screwed. And I definitely want to jump back in on the part 2. Just a little bit of a commentary with it. Um, I talked about, you got a group of black people that just don't really, they don't align themselves with the empowerment of what black people are trying to do, or they're not really, they don't care, they're ignorant with it about what racism is, or unless it affecting them on an individual standpoint. So you have a lot of people that is dusty, that really don't really care about what's going on with black society unless they're affected. And if they're affected, I mean something in the welfare category affect them. So, and I was talking about the, black women. There's really no solidarity among black women, because you think most black women would support black women, or they really won't. You could buy your hair, you could buy the weave. I'm not I'm not going to downplay because you're wearing weave. I mean, we've been around for several thousand years, started in Africa. So I mean, I'm not going to downgrade you from the weave standpoint, but support your own. If like I said, in the early 1900s, um, black women basically was the cornerstone of the black hair cosmetology industry. So to even let another racial group come and just take over something that should have just be predominantly black women, and black women not standing with each other in solidarity, that lets you know that there's been always been a problem in black women's society and their attitude among each other. Now I know they do like to counter out the argument into black men, but the it's kind of getting revealed, and these nail shop is revealing that there's really a broken connection among black women and their solidarity to be together. Even though I know they got the black women, black magic, girl power, all that, but in essence of just them, pertaining to them, there's no collusion. There's no really of a such a type of sisterhood or bonding among black women. And now there is some black women that do try to support other black women, but a majority that are from dusty hood rats or whatever, they don't want no part of black society in that standpoint, because they very comfortable in the position that they get, and that's basically the government that is basically white man dominated support system. That's basically what they gravitate to. So, I mean, and that's kind of like the sad thing on the wall. Really, I have nothing else to say about it. Everybody talked about it, so there's really ain't no other to really go in more farther discussion with that. But I'm definitely want to definitely talk about the Howard, because it's already been ruled. I think she already sent the letter. I think like a couple of days ago to Howard University, top they're going to be on this monitoring. So it's definitely, I'm going to have open eyes and see what happens. All right, one.